Baked Alaska, did you were you watching him or did you meet him just socially
I don't
somewhere
even
or
know. I think he was just part of like my political circle initially, and like we met at
online?
a Turning Point USA rally, like in
Okay.
person. And then he was like, okay, so like, what's up? What do you do? And I was like, like, I'm a pet sitter, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, do you want to like pet sit my cats? Do you want to clean my house? I'm like, yeah, like, of course. Like, so he paid me to do that. And I was even watching his house during January 6th when he was across the country. And I had to watch his house while the feds were looking for him, which was pretty unnerving.
Hmm.
So I had my brush with the government in my own way, I guess. But I mostly kind of had my feet in the water, but one foot in the waves, one foot on the beach, kind of a thing with that. And then once I was out of it, I was just pretty much totally out of it.
Did you have any kind of relationship with Baked Alaska? Because you don't really mention him as someone you've dated.
He's not. I looked at him kind of like a big brother, but unfortunately, when the videos came out in 2022, he kind of turned his back on me, and it kind of like I just saw him in a different light, and I lost a lot of respect for him, and I kind of just didn't want anything to do with him, and he obviously didn't want to do anything with me. So we pretty much just ignored each other, and then I became part of the chicken saga.
So the videos, I think you said you did those in 2020. Were they just coming
No,
out or?
I did those in 2014. I was 23.
Oh, okay. So I guess you were becoming prominent, I guess, in this like Patriot community, and someone targeted you, I guess, and
Yeah, pretty much. It
tried
happened after
to.
the macing. It like literally was the same night I maced my friend. So I went viral for that, and then somebody released this video, and like nobody in my regular circle like knew about those videos. Nobody in my regular circle like that. I would say my best friend and one other person knew, and they didn't judge me for it, and they didn't care. But then the internet did, and it was specifically IP2 that cared. And like honestly, still, even like the internet really doesn't care. They care about the macing. They don't care about the videos.
Right.
So it was traumatizing because it, like I said, the situation was really fucked up. The guy pretty much pressured me into doing things I wasn't comfortable with, and he did. He lied about it, what I was gonna do, and then when I got there, I kind of felt like I didn't have any other choice. Happens all the time, and I just kind of shuffled it away into my brain and pretended it didn't happen until the videos came out, which was crazy because it was so much later on in my life. Um, that they did come out. I figured by
Yeah.
then if they would have come out, then it would have been like years ago.
Do you think someone close to you that knew about that targeted you, or do you think a stranger somehow found them?
I think IP2 is really good at trying to find dirt on whoever they feel they need to find dirt for. And I think some creep found it and then they had it stored. I think my information has been stored for quite some time. And I think they waited for the opportune moment to release it. At first I thought it was Chicken and Alice, and then I realized like, okay, they don't have that kind of power, but IP2 will. They will find anything they can, especially especially on the females, because they hate the females so much. IP2, I don't know where it came from because, like I said, nobody in my regular life really knew about it, and the only two people who did never would have just put that on the internet. So
But you don't
I
think it could have
truly
been
don't think it was
a
anyone I knew.
you don't think it could have possibly have been someone from the political community that was against your political beliefs, or you're
I
pretty
mean,
sure it
that's
was
what I think.
IP2?
I think they had my address and I think that they had my real name because of that stuff because I trusted Baked Alaska more than I should have. And like my documents were all over his house too. So any of the America Firsters could have seen that information. Um, I did keep a very low profile though, despite being online for a while. So like I'm proud of myself for that. But I feel like at the end of the day, if you're going to give yourself that spotlight and that exposure, like someone's going to dig something up.